So that concludes that particular play. And we're going to do something that I have not done in the other 4 episodes. And that is we are going to journal this trade. Okay. We are going to input the details from when we enter, our exit, and everything else that goes on the page with this particular trade. So I'm actually going to start doing this throughout the series because I preach journaling and tracking your trades, but I've never actually done it in the video. All right, so that's what we're about to do next, and then we're going to talk a little bit about what I'm looking at for our next play for episode 6. All right, so let's go ahead and get to the journal really quickly. All right, so let me get my notebook because it has few details from when we enter, so I don't have to keep going back to the phone. So the first thing first is our date. We got into this thing on the 5th, the 21st. Okay, so that was May 21st. All right, the time frame I was using for this thing was the 15-minute time frame. All right, and the market. Now you can use this journal for options, futures, and whatever you're trading. Okay, so for the market, we just put options. Okay, I just put because I also trade futures as well. Okay, so the next thing we have here is the session, and the session is just basically open. So basically saying that we were trading while the market was open. All right, the next thing we got is our overall trend, which was bullish, and I just put bullish, and then I'll put short term or long term, and I just put it short and then term ST. Okay, that just basically means that I believe that we are in a bullish trend for short term, basically because I'm on a 15-minute time frame. So if I'm looking at an hourly or a daily, I'll say bullish long term. Okay, so however you want to put it, that's completely up to you. All right, and our ticker, which is AAL, which is American Airlines. Our entry time for this thing was 3:09. Okay, now the entry reason, the reason why we enter is it hit a heavy demand. Okay, and then go like here. So I got in because it hit that heavy demand zone that I was looking at, basically what I showed you guys on the chart, and that was my goal, to enter into that play and ride it back up. We also see that we came back down and we also filled the gap. So I write kind of big, so if you write a little bit smaller, you can also put that, but for the most part, there was 2 reasons. I entered because they came back, it filled the gap, it bounced, and it was making its way back up, and that same bounce at that gap was also